Today is another day. I want to look at something that will be beneficial to everybody. Are you a student? Are you a public servant? Are you a businessman or businesswoman? Are you a sportsman or sportwoman? Anything you are doing, any living, this discussion is very important to you. The power of consistency over brilliance. You know, some people are naturally smart but are always erratic in whatever they are doing. They're not always regular. There are some people that are not smart, but they are always consistent. They are determined to do that which they have chosen to do regularly. And with that, it makes you to be perfect, makes you attain perfection in that which you have chosen to do. For example, let's take the case of a student or students. Those that are smart will always feel that after all, I've known what this lecturer, what this teacher is teaching, I don't need to bother myself. As such students, sometimes they're not always regular in the class. But that average student will always be present in the class, will always read regularly, and sometimes you see that student excelling. That is the power of consistency. Let's take the case of a business man or businesswoman. You have started a business and you are consistent with it. You know, initially, the initial point of starting is not always smooth. But if you are consistent every day, someone comes there and you're around to attend to your customers, that is very healthy for the business. Someone who has a lot of customers will come today, tomorrow he's not there, tomorrow he's not there. By the time customers look for you here and there for 2 or 3 days, they become tired. But that person that is always consistent will continue to gain more customers and so on. Just like you know how to drive, by the time you drive, you gain more skills, driving skills. If you drive once in a while, you can drive very well, but just once in a while. That person that drives regularly will do better than you. That is the power of consistency over brilliance. And consistent person is a trusted person more than someone who is brilliant but erratic. A consistent person is more trusted than someone who is brilliant but more erratic. You are not always there. So that is the power. I want to let us know that when you are consistent with whatever you are doing, over time, it will yield. Being a student, don't relent. Being a businesswoman, don't relent. Be consistent with whatever you are doing. And that will also make you to develop more skills. If you are consistent, you develop more skills and at the end of the day, sometimes in the course of doing whatever you are doing, you make some mistakes. But if you are consistent, you correct yourself, and at the end of the day, you do better. And if you are also consistent, you gain momentum and discipline. You gain momentum and discipline. You build confidence, and you know that confidence fuels growth. Intelligence without momentum often leads to stall progress. I want to encourage you to be consistent with whatever you have chosen to do in your life. At a point, it will not be encouraging, it will not be smooth as you expected, but you have to be consistent. Just like you are a teacher, you know how to teach very well your subject, your course. But some lecturers, let me put it this way, they know how to teach the course, but they are not always consistent in the class. Some will wait until when they say that the examination timetable is out, they will now put the pressure on the students. You see people giving up to 4 hours lectures, 5 hours lecture just to meet up. How do you expect those students to understand what you are meant to teach for 12 weeks? You are teaching in hours. So a consistent lecturer will perform better than a brilliant lecturer that is not consistent. It happens in every discipline, everything you are doing, and you are not consistent. It will affect your input, it will affect your performance. So I want to encourage each and every one of us. Are you a student? Be consistent with your studies. Are you a businessman or woman? Be consistent with your business. Are you a public servant? Be consistent in whatever the services you are rendering. Whatever you are doing, whatever you have chosen to do, be consistent with it. And it will pay you more than that person that is brilliant but not always consistent. I hope this will help. Thank you.